But, to answer your question, I'm not sure anything's on the table right now. President Biden has turned down Senator Capito's great efforts. She's turned down the Problem Solvers Caucus, and that's the most moderate group of congressmen, Republicans and Democrats over there. Brian Fitzpatrick, one of my best friends. Josh Gottheimer does a great job over there, too. So I'm afraid nothing's on the table. Everyone is excited about infrastructure over here, and my folks back home are excited about it. But always the question is, what are the priorities and where are we going to get the money from, right? Here we are, we're just printing money. The president wants to borrow $8 trillion from our grandchildren, leading to more inflation. We've got a lot of crisis going on right now, and I just don't think infrastructure is going to get much oxygen.
Well, that's really too bad. I don't understand how you walk away from a $1 trillion offer to fix roads, bridges, and other infrastructure, hard infrastructure. The administration seems to be just hell-bent on just spending money on senior care, on education, the school unions. I mean, and even though they say they want infrastructure, he's walked away from it. So now he's doubling down on saying that extended unemployment benefits are not keeping out of the workforce. Look, we've seen the jobs numbers. We've heard from people who say they don't want to go back to work right now because they don't have to. They're getting $300 from government and another $300 for their kids in the child edition. Labor Secretary Marty Walsh, though, yesterday said he doesn't believe that they're paying people not to work, Senator. Your thoughts?
Well, I wish the secretary would come back to Kansas with me, Maria. Maybe I could share two anecdotes with you. Several months ago, Governor Kristi Noem talked to me. I think she's the only governor that declined this extra $300 a week from the federal government. And she said almost overnight their unemployment in South Dakota went from 3.5 down to the 2s. The other anecdote I would share, I was back in Kansas last week visiting a warehouse on the Kansas-Missouri border, a well-known company. They're doing great. They employ about 300 people, but they're 35 people short. So, of course, everybody there is working extra long hours. And of about the last 15 people that they've employed, 14 were from Missouri. And the big difference is Missouri has turned down, is going to roll back that $300 a week, but our Kansas governor refuses to stop that extra $300. I know that's anecdotal, but I think it's true. As I talk to small businesses everywhere I go, their number one concern, the major limiting factor on the Kansas economy, is the lack of people willing to return to work.
So, Senator, we already heard from your colleague, Joe Manchin. He said he's not on board to end the filibuster. He's not on board for H.R. 1. Will he roll over for the president's ideas on tax and spending? Do you believe the Biden administration will be able to push all of these pie-in-the-sky ideas through reconciliation?
Yeah, I don't think it's going to happen. Joe Manchin is well respected up here, a godly man, a person, a close friend, one of the true leaders up here. And he's given his word that he's not going to give up on the filibuster. He said that he wants bipartisan infrastructure legislation. He represents really a very conservative state as well. So we expect Joe and Kyrsten Sinema standing strong. And I think there's 4 or 5 other senators are maybe hiding behind their cloaks as well. I think the budget reconciliation, they may be able to get a few things done. They may raise your corporate taxes, and we'll be fighting that. But I really don't think an expansion of stepped up basis is going to happen. I don't think they're going to be able to tax dividends and tax, raise the estate tax, some of those types of issues, though.
Well, these ideas all coming from the progressive left, and obviously Joe Biden is running with all of it. It's really great to know that you are there holding tough for the American people. Joe Manchin has obviously shown such integrity, as have you as well. Senator, thanks very much for fighting for what's right. We'll see you soon, sir. Thank you.
Thanks, Maria.